Grant Wahl here with Brian Straus for SI.com at the World Cup in Sao Paulo, and there's a crazy stat at this World Cup so far, which is that every team that has played in Manaus, and there have been 4 before USA-Portugal, has lost in their next game. Talking about Italy, England, Croatia, and Cameroon. All those teams played in Manaus, lost their next game, and the U.S. obviously wants to break that trend and not lose against Germany on Thursday. What are the challenges facing this U.S. team?
Not as steep as those other teams. This U.S. team is used to the travel. It's a 4-hour flight between here and Sao Paulo and Manaus. That's nothing for guys in Europe who come back to the U.S. to play national team games, or guys in MLS who are used to flying cross country for a league game and then flying back. The other issue that a lot of these other countries dealt with was the heat and the humidity. And again, that's just not something that phases these guys. I talked to Matt Beasler after the game against Portugal, and he said, you know, Kansas City's hotter in the summer. He wasn't fazed by it. Man, maybe a little bit more humid, but these guys are used to playing in really extreme conditions in the U.S. throughout the MLS season, and they're not fazed by it, and I don't think it's going to have that much of an effect. If there is an issue, it's going to be the fact that they have 1 fewer day of rest than Germany. That may play a role.
You know, here in Brazil, this is a big country, and that's a pretty simple statement, but bigger than a lot of probably Americans think. And we've had 3-hour flights, 4-hour flights. The U.S. had the option of going straight from Manaus to Recife instead of coming all the way back south to Sao Paulo and then flying again to Recife. Is that the right call?
Personally, maybe I wouldn't have mind going straight to Recife and cutting out a couple of those 4-hour flights, but clearly for the U.S., they're really, really comfortable at the training facility here, Sao Paulo FC's facility in Barafunda. Jurgen Klinsmann has called it a second home. They have their own exercise room. There's a pool. For Jurgen, it was an easy choice. They're comfortable here. He's called Sao Paulo FC's training facility in Barafunda his second home. They really thought that they could recover to the best of their ability back here in Sao Paulo. Graham Zusi said that they all kind of took it easy once they got back. The coaching staff gave them time to sleep. A lot of the players who put in serious minutes in Manaus just kind of did a 30-minute bike ride, maybe got some massages. So they're really aiming now at sort of tapering off and getting ready for what's going to be a tough game against Germany. They're well aware of that. They've put their fitness time in. And so the most important thing for them was just to kind of rest and recuperate here in Sao Paulo before another 4-hour flight. Keep in mind that they get charters. They get comfortable flights paid for by U.S. Soccer. We're the ones who got to go commercial.